Why everything in the universe is spinning. The universe looks calm, silent, peaceful, but this calm is an illusion. Nothing in the universe is truly still. Every second, every moment, everything is moving. The Earth is spinning beneath our feet, even though we do not feel it. The moon spins as it travels around the Earth. The sun spins, carrying planets with it. Stars spin. Galaxies spin. Even the largest structures ever discovered are rotating slowly in the darkness of space. This is not random. This is a pattern. And this documentary begins with one simple but terrifying question: why is everything in the universe spinning? For thousands of years, humans looked at the night sky and believed it was fixed. They thought stars were nailed to the heavens. They believed the universe was still and unchanging, but science revealed a shocking truth. The universe is not quiet, it is not frozen, it is alive with motion, and rotation is everywhere. The Earth spins at more than 1,600 kilometers per hour, yet we feel nothing. If the Earth suddenly stopped spinning, oceans would rise, winds would destroy cities, and life would collapse. Rotation is not just motion. Rotation is survival, but the mystery goes deeper. It is not just planets that spin. Atoms spin. Electrons move in constant motion. Even particles that exist for a fraction of a second are never still. From the smallest building blocks of reality to the largest galaxies ever seen, spin is universal. Scientists searched for something that does not rotate. They found nothing. Everywhere they looked, rotation followed. This raised a dangerous question. Is spin a coincidence, or is it a rule written into the universe itself? To understand this mystery, the story must travel back in time, far beyond stars, beyond galaxies, beyond light. Back to a moment before everything existed. There was a time when the universe had no planets, no stars, no space, no time. There was nothing, and then everything began. The Big Bang was not an explosion in space. It was an explosion of space itself. In a single moment, the universe expanded from something smaller than an atom into everything that exists today. Energy rushed outward. Matter was born. Time began to flow. But something unexpected happened. As the universe expanded, it did not expand perfectly. Tiny differences appeared, small imbalances, and those imbalances created motion. Motion created direction. Direction created rotation. Spin was born. This first movement was small, almost invisible, but it changed everything. Once motion exists, it can never truly stop. And once rotation begins, it spreads. Imagine throwing a small stone into water. The water does not stay still. Waves move outward in circles. The universe behaved the same way. Energy spread outward, matter followed, and rotation passed from one structure to another like a cosmic inheritance. As the universe cooled, clouds of gas formed. These clouds were massive, larger than entire solar systems. Gravity began to pull them inward, but here is the rule of nature. When something collapses inward, it must spin faster. This rule has no exception. The gas clouds slowly rotated. As they collapsed, they spun faster and faster. From these spinning clouds, stars were born, and from spinning stars, planets were formed. Rotation was passed down again. Earth did not choose to spin, it inherited spin. The cloud that formed Earth was already rotating, and Earth never forgot that motion. The same story happened everywhere. Stars formed in spinning disks. Planets followed circular paths. Moons inherited rotation. Spin became a signature of creation. But the mystery did not end there. When scientists looked deeper into space, they saw something even more shocking. Entire galaxies were rotating. The Milky Way galaxy spins at incredible speed. It takes about 230 million years for the sun to complete one full orbit around the galaxy. Every star in the Milky Way is moving. Nothing is standing still, and our galaxy is not special. Billions of galaxies spin across the universe. Some rotate slowly. Some spin violently. Some collide and twist around each other like cosmic dancers. The universe is not static, it is dynamic. This raised another terrifying question. If everything is spinning, what happens if it stops? Spin creates balance. Without rotation, gravity would collapse stars instantly. Planets would fall into their suns. Galaxies would tear themselves apart. Spin is the force that keeps structure alive. Even black holes spin. These objects are so powerful that nothing can escape them, not even light. And yet they rotate at near light speed. Their spin is so strong that it twists space itself. This means spin is stronger than gravity, stronger than destruction. Spin survives even in the most violent places in the universe. But why? Why does the universe prefer motion over stillness? Why is rest so rare? Some scientists believe the universe cannot exist without spin. Motion is built into the laws of physics. Without motion, time would not flow. Without rotation, energy would collapse into nothing. The universe is not designed for rest, it is designed for change. This realization changes how humans see reality. The ground beneath us feels stable. The sky above us looks calm, but in truth, everything is moving at unimaginable speed. Earth spins, Earth travels around the sun. The sun moves through the galaxy moves through the universe. We are passengers on a cosmic machine that never stops, and yet humans feel still. Why? Because motion is relative. When everything moves together, nothing feels like it is moving. This creates the greatest illusion of all, the illusion of stillness. The universe hides its motion perfectly. It spins silently, endlessly, without sound. But this story is just beginning, because there is something even more mysterious than spinning planets and galaxies. Something invisible, something unseen, something that may be controlling all motion in the universe. In the next part of this documentary, the journey will go deeper, into gravity, into unseen forces, into the hidden engines that keep the universe spinning. Because the real question is not, why is everything spinning? The real question is, who or what started the first spin? And once it began, why did it never stop? Before stars had names, before planets had shapes, before galaxies had formed, the universe was only energy. No color, no light, no sound, just a vast newborn reality expanding into the unknown. This was the moment after the Big Bang, and this is where the story of spin truly begins. The Big Bang was not a fireball exploding into empty space. There was no empty space. The Big Bang created space itself. Everything expanded together, energy, matter, time, and direction. But the expansion was not perfect, and that imperfection changed the destiny of the universe. In the early universe, energy was spread almost evenly. Almost tiny differences existed, one area slightly denser, another slightly emptier. These tiny differences were so small that no human eye could ever see them. But gravity noticed, and gravity never ignores imbalance. Where there was more matter, gravity pulled harder. Matter began moving, and once matter moves, something important happens. It can no longer remain straight, it begins to curve, it begins to turn. This was the birth of rotation, not as a choice, not as an accident, but as a consequence. Scientists call this rule conservation of angular momentum. It sounds complex, but the idea is simple. If something is moving and nothing stops it, it keeps moving. If it starts to turn, it keeps turning. The universe has no brakes. Imagine an ice skater spinning slowly. When the skater pulls arms inward, the spin becomes faster. Nothing new is added. The motion is already there. It only changes form. The early universe behaved the same way. Huge clouds of gas and energy began to collapse under gravity. As they collapsed, they spun faster. Rotation was not created. It was revealed. These clouds were enormous, larger than millions of stars. They rotated slowly at first, but gravity kept pulling them inward, and spin increased. From these spinning clouds, the first stars were born, not quietly, not gently, but violently. As gas collapsed, pressure rose, temperatures increased. At the center, nuclear fire ignited, a star was born, and it was spinning. Stars never form alone, they form in groups, in spinning disks. Leftover material flattened into rings around newborn stars. Inside these rings, planets began to form, all of them spinning. This is why planets orbit in the same direction. This is why moons follow their planets. This is why solar systems look like giant spinning wheels. Spin is memory, it remembers the past. Every rotation carries information from the moment of birth. Earth's spin is ancient. It began before Earth existed, before the sun existed, before the Milky Way had shape. Earth is spinning today because the universe was spinning long ago. But there is another question. If spin began so early, why did it not cancel itself out? Why didn't opposite motions stop everything? The answer lies in randomness. The universe did not begin in perfect symmetry. Some motions were stronger, some directions dominated, and once dominance begins, it grows. Imagine a crowd starting to move. At first, everyone moves randomly, but soon a direction forms, others follow. Chaos becomes flow. The universe followed the same path. Tiny motions aligned, small spins joined larger spins, and rotation spread. This is why galaxies spin in organized patterns. This is why spiral galaxies exist. They are not accidents. They are the natural result of motion-seeking balance, but spin alone is not enough. Gravity shapes it, controls it, and sometimes destroys it. As matter gathered, gravity pulled harder. Spinning clouds flattened into disks. Stars formed faster. Galaxies took shape. But gravity is not gentle. Too much gravity can tear things apart. Too little and nothing forms. Spin acts as the balance. Spin fights gravity. It prevents collapse. It creates stability. Without spin, stars would fall inward and die quickly. Without spin, planets would crash into their suns. Without spin, galaxies would collapse into chaos. Rotation is not decoration, it is protection. But scientists discovered something disturbing. When they measured how fast galaxies spin, the numbers did not match. Galaxies were spinning too fast. Based on visible matter, they should fly apart, but they didn't. Something unseen was holding them together. This invisible force did not emit light. It could not be detected directly, but its effect was undeniable. Scientists gave it a name, dark matter. Dark matter does not shine. It does not reflect light, but it has gravity, and gravity controls spin. Without dark matter, galaxies could not exist. Their rotation would tear them apart. Dark matter acts like an invisible skeleton, holding spinning galaxies together. This discovery changed everything. Spin was no longer just about motion, it was about hidden structure. The universe was not only spinning, it was being controlled, but the mystery deepens. Dark matter explains galaxy spin, but not the original motion. Where did the first imbalance come from? Why was the universe not perfectly still at birth? Some scientists believe the universe was never still. Even at the beginning, quantum fluctuations existed. Tiny vibrations, tiny movements. In the quantum world, nothing is ever truly at rest. Particles appear and disappear, energy fluctuates, motion is unavoidable. This suggests something terrifying. Stillness may be impossible. The universe may be built on motion. Rotation may be the natural state of existence. If that is true, then the universe did not learn to spin. It was born spinning. This idea changes everything. Spin is not a feature, it is a foundation. As the universe expanded, cooled, and formed structure, spin followed every step. Stars inherited it, planets carried it, galaxies amplified it. And today, billions of years later, the universe is still spinning, still moving, still remembering its birth. But this story is far from over. Because spin does not only affect matter, it affects space itself. It bends time, it twists reality. In the next part of this documentary, the journey will enter deeper territory. Gravity will take center stage. Black holes will reveal their secrets, and the viewer will discover how spin can twist space and time itself. Because when the universe spins, something extraordinary happens. The universe does not move randomly. Behind every rotation, behind every orbit, behind every spinning world, there is an invisible force at work. That force is gravity. Gravity is silent. It has no sound, no color, no shape, yet it controls everything. It pulls stars together, it forms planets, it builds galaxies, and most importantly, it decides how things spin. To understand why the universe spins, one must understand gravity, because spin and gravity are not enemies. They are partners. In deep space, gravity never stops working. Whenever matter exists, gravity appears. And when gravity pulls matter inward, spin is born. Imagine a vast cloud of gas floating in space. At first it looks calm, but inside this cloud, tiny movements exist. Small motions, small pushes, small directions. Gravity begins to pull everything toward the center. As the cloud collapses, something strange happens. It does not fall straight inward. It begins to rotate. This rotation is not planned. It is unavoidable. As gravity pulls matter closer, the cloud spins faster. The same rule applies everywhere in the universe. Closer means faster. This is why gravity and spin are always connected. Gravity creates collapse. Spin prevents destruction. Together they create balance. Without gravity, nothing would form. Without spin, everything would collapse. This balance is the reason stars can exist for billions of years. Inside a star, gravity pulls matter inward. At the same time, spin and nuclear energy push outward. The star survives because these forces balance each other. Earth exists for the same reason. Gravity pulls everything toward the center. Spin keeps Earth stable. Day and night exist because Earth rotates. Life depends on this rotation. If Earth stopped spinning, there would be no gentle sunrise, no flowing oceans, no stable climate. Gravity would crush. Spin protects. But gravity does more than create planets and stars. It shapes entire galaxies. When scientists looked at galaxies, they expected chaos. Billions of stars moving in random directions, but they found order. Galaxies rotate like giant wheels. Stars move in organized paths. Spiral arms curve beautifully. This order comes from gravity. As matter gathered after the Big Bang, gravity pulled it together. Small groups became larger groups. Eventually, galaxies were born. As galaxies formed, gravity pulled matter inward. Spin increased. The galaxy flattened into a disk. This is why many galaxies are flat and spiral-shaped. Spin forces matter outward. Gravity pulls it inward. The result is a rotating disk, but there is a problem. When scientists measured galaxy rotation speeds, the math did not work. Stars at the edges of galaxies were moving too fast. According to visible matter, they should escape. But they didn't. They stayed bound. Gravity alone could not explain this. Something else was adding extra pull, something unseen. This is where the universe reveals another secret. Scientists discovered dark matter, a mysterious substance that does not emit light. It cannot be seen, it cannot be touched, but it has gravity. Dark matter surrounds galaxies like an invisible halo. It adds extra gravity, enough to keep spinning galaxies together. Without dark matter, galaxies would tear themselves apart. Spin would win, structure would be lost. This means something important. Spin alone is powerful, but gravity must be stronger. The universe is carefully balanced. Too much spin and everything flies apart. Too much gravity and everything collapses. This balance is not fragile, it is stable, and it has existed for billions of years. But gravity has a darker side. When gravity becomes extreme, spin becomes terrifying. This happens near black holes. Black holes are formed when massive stars die. Gravity becomes so strong that nothing escapes. Not even light, but black holes do not just pull, they spin. Some black holes rotate near the speed of light. Their spin is so powerful that it drags space itself. This effect is called frame dragging. Space and time are pulled into rotation. Near a spinning black hole, reality behaves strangely. Time slows down, space twists, orbits bend. Spin no longer affects only matter. It affects the fabric of the universe. This shows something shocking. Spin is not a small feature, it is a cosmic force. Gravity gives birth to spin. Spin reshapes gravity. They influence each other endlessly, but here comes the biggest mystery. Gravity pulls things together. Spin pushes things outward. Why does the universe not tear itself apart? The answer lies in harmony. Every object finds its balance. Planets settle into stable orbits. Stars balance pressure and gravity. Galaxies reach rotation speeds that keep them intact. This balance is not designed, it emerges naturally. The universe is not controlled by intention. It is controlled by laws. These laws do not care about beauty, yet they create beauty. Every spinning galaxy, every rotating planet, every orbiting moon is a result of gravity finding balance with motion. Even chaos follows rules. But gravity has limits. There are places where gravity breaks the rules, where spin becomes uncontrollable. These places are the most dangerous in the universe. In the next part of this documentary, the journey will move closer to these extremes, into black holes, into warped space, into regions where spin becomes so powerful that time itself bends. Because when gravity and spin reach their limits, the universe reveals its darkest secrets. And one question becomes impossible to ignore. If gravity and spin control everything, what controls gravity itself? From a distance, the universe looks calm. Tiny points of light scattered across darkness. But when the camera moves closer, a hidden truth appears. The universe is not a still picture. It is a moving machine, and at the heart of this motion are galaxies. Galaxies are not just collections of stars. They are massive systems, billions of stars, planets, gas clouds, dark matter, all bound together and all spinning. Our home galaxy, the Milky Way, looks peaceful from Earth, but in reality it is rotating at incredible speed. The sun moves around the galaxy at about 600 kilometers per second, yet it takes 230 million years to complete one orbit. This shows how vast the galaxy truly is. Every star in the Milky Way is moving, some faster, some slower, but none are still. The Milky Way is not unique. Across the universe, billions of galaxies spin. Some are smooth and round, some are flat and spiral, some are twisted and broken, but almost all of them rotate. This raises a powerful question. Why do galaxies spin at all? Galaxies were born from massive clouds of matter after the Big Bang. Gravity pulled these clouds together. As they collapsed, rotation increased. The same rule repeated again. Closer meant faster. But galaxies are different from stars and planets. They are much larger. Their gravity is weaker at the edges. According to simple physics, they should not survive. And yet they do. When scientists measured how fast galaxies spin, they were shocked. Stars far from the center were moving just as fast as stars near the center. This should not be possible. Imagine a spinning wheel. The outer edge moves faster than the center. But in galaxies, the speed stays almost the same. This discovery broke the laws of physics. At least the laws as humans understood them. Based on visible matter alone, galaxies should fly apart. Spin should destroy them, but galaxies remain stable for billions of years. Something unseen is controlling this motion. This unseen presence was named dark matter. Dark matter does not shine. It does not reflect light. It cannot be seen by telescopes, but it has mass, and it has gravity. Scientists believe dark matter surrounds galaxies like an invisible halo. It extends far beyond the visible stars. This halo adds extra gravity, enough to hold spinning galaxies together. Without dark matter, galaxies would tear themselves apart. Their rotation would become their destruction. This reveals something important. Spin is powerful, but gravity must be stronger. The universe survives because invisible forces exist. Dark matter makes up about 85% of all matter in the universe. Everything humans can see is only a small fraction. This means most of the universe is invisible, yet it controls everything. Galaxies spin because dark matter allows them to. Stars orbit because dark matter shapes gravity. This makes the universe deeply mysterious. What humans see is not the full story. Galaxies also interact with each other. They do not live alone. They collide. They merge, they tear each other apart. When galaxies collide, their spin changes. Stars pass through each other. Gas clouds crash. Shockwaves form. Over millions of years, two spinning galaxies can become one. Their rotations mix. A new motion is born. These cosmic collisions reshape the universe. They create new galaxies, new star systems, new paths of spin. Some galaxies spin slowly, others spin violently, some rotate smoothly, others wobble. Each galaxy carries a history. Its spin tells a story of past collisions, past growth, past destruction. Spin is memory. At the largest scales, galaxies form groups. Groups form clusters. Clusters form superclusters. Even these massive structures show signs of motion. The universe is organized like a giant web, and this web may also be spinning. Some scientists believe the entire universe may have a preferred direction, a large-scale rotation. This idea is controversial, hard to prove, but hints exist. If true, it would mean the universe is not random. It has a global motion, a cosmic spin. This idea challenges everything humans believe, because if the universe spins, what is it spinning around? There is no center, no edge, no outside. This mystery pushes science to its limits. Galaxies show us something important. Spin is not small, it is not local, it is cosmic. From planets to stars, from stars to galaxies, from galaxies to clusters, spin exists at every level. This repetition is not coincident, it suggests a deep rule. The universe prefers motion, it prefers rotation, but galaxies hide darker secrets. At their centers lie monsters. Almost every galaxy has a supermassive black hole at its heart, millions or billions of times heavier than the sun. These black holes spin, and their spin controls the galaxy. Jets of energy shoot out from their poles. These jets stretch across thousands of light years. They affect star formation. They shape gas clouds. They regulate galaxy growth. This means spin at the center controls spin at the edges. The universe is connected. Motion spreads outward. Galaxies are not just spinning objects. They are engines, cosmic engines. They turn gravity into motion, motion into structure, structure into beauty. But this beauty is fragile. Change the balance, and everything collapses. In the next part of this documentary, the journey will go deeper, into black holes, into twisted space-time, into places where spin becomes so extreme that time itself slows down, because galaxies are only the beginning. The true power of spin lies in the darkest regions of the universe. And there, the rules of reality begin to break. There are places in the universe where the rules begin to bend. Places where gravity is so strong that time slows down. Places where spin becomes so powerful that space itself is dragged into motion. These places are ruled by black holes. Black holes are not just objects, they are boundaries. Beyond them, reality changes. A black hole is born when a massive star dies. When its fuel runs out, gravity wins. The star collapses. Matter falls inward endlessly. A point of no return is formed. This boundary is called the event horizon. Nothing that crosses it can come back, not even light, but there is something even more terrifying. Black holes spin. When a star collapses, it does not forget its motion. The spin of the star is inherited by the black hole, but something strange happens. As the collapsing star shrinks, its spin increases. The same rule appears again. Smaller means faster. Some black holes rotate at nearly the speed of light. Their spin is so extreme that it changes the surrounding universe. This effect is called frame dragging. According to Einstein's theory, space and time form a fabric. Mass bends this fabric, but spinning mass twists it. Near a spinning black hole, space itself is dragged around. Time is forced to follow. Objects cannot stay still. They are pulled into rotation. Even light bends. This region is called the ergosphere. Inside it, nothing can resist the spin. If a spaceship entered this region, it could not hover. It would be forced to move. Direction becomes meaningless. Spin controls reality. Black holes show the universe at its most extreme. Gravity and spin are no longer balanced. Spin dominates. Energy is released in violent ways. When matter falls into a spinning black hole, it does not fall quietly. It forms a disk, a glowing, rotating disk of superheated gas. This disk spins faster and faster. Friction heats it. Light bursts outward. From the poles of the black hole, powerful jets are launched. They travel at near light speed, stretching across thousands of light years. These jets are powered by spin. A spinning black hole acts like a cosmic generator, turning gravity into energy. These jets shape galaxies. They push gas away. They stop or start star formation. This means black holes do not only destroy, they control creation. At the center of almost every galaxy lies a supermassive black hole, millions or billions of times more massive than the sun. These black holes spin, and their spin affects the entire galaxy. Galaxies and black holes grow together. Their spins become connected. This reveals a frightening idea. The universe may be controlled by spinning monsters at its core, but black holes are not the only place where spin bends reality. Neutron stars also spin. They are the remnants of collapsed stars, but they are not black holes. Neutron stars are incredibly dense. A teaspoon of their matter weighs billions of tons. Some neutron stars spin hundreds of times per second. They are called pulsars. As they spin, they emit beams of radiation like cosmic lighthouses. Each pulse is a reminder. Spin never stops. These objects prove something important. Even in death, stars keep spinning. Spin survives collapse. Spin survives destruction. Spin seems unstoppable. This raises a terrifying question. Is spin eternal? Some scientists believe spin may be tied to time itself. As long as time flows, motion exists. If time ever stopped, spin would stop. But time never stops. Even at the quantum level, motion exists. Particles vibrate, energy fluctuates, stillness does not exist. Black holes also raise another mystery. What happens to spin inside them? No one knows. Beyond the event horizon, physics breaks. Time and space swap roles. Spin may behave in unknown ways. Some theories suggest black holes store information, even spin. Others suggest spin creates new universes. These ideas are unproven, but they show how powerful the mystery is. Black holes are not the end of motion. They may be a doorway to new physics, new laws, new realities. Spin may be the key, but even black holes are not forever. They slowly lose energy. They evaporate over unimaginable time. When they disappear, what happens to their spin? Does it fade or does it transfer to space itself? No one knows. The universe keeps its secrets well, but one thing is clear: spin is not limited to objects. It affects space, it affects time, it affects existence. This brings the story to its final stage. If everything spins, if spin shapes reality, what is the ultimate fate of the universe? Will spin continue forever, or will it finally stop? In the final part of this documentary, the journey will reach its conclusion. The future of cosmic motion will be explored. The end of spin will be questioned. Because the greatest mystery remains unanswered, can the universe ever truly be still? The universe has been spinning for billions of years. Planets rotate, stars turn, galaxies whirl through space. From the first moment of creation, motion never stopped. Now the question is no longer why the universe spins. The question is, will it ever stop? To answer this, the story must move forward in time, far beyond the present, far beyond human existence, into the future of the cosmos itself. The universe is expanding. This expansion was discovered in the 20th century. Galaxies are moving away from each other. Space itself is stretching. But expansion does not stop spin. It carries it forward. Even as galaxies drift apart, they keep rotating. Even as stars die, their remnants spin. Even as black holes evaporate, motion survives. This suggests something profound. Spin is deeply connected to time. As long as time flows, motion exists, and time has been flowing since the beginning. Scientists believe the universe may face several possible endings. Each ending treats spin differently. The heat-death scenario in one future. The universe grows cold and empty. Stars burn out, galaxies fade, energy spreads evenly. This is called heat death, a state of maximum disorder. In this future, there is no usable energy, no light, no life, but motion does not fully disappear. Particles still move, quantum vibrations remain. The universe becomes quiet, but not completely still. The Big Rip scenario in another future, expansion accelerates. Dark energy grows stronger. Galaxies are torn apart, stars are ripped from their orbits. Planets are destroyed, even atoms are pulled apart. In this ending, spin is destroyed violently, not gently. Motion ends because structure ends, but this future is uncertain. The Big Crunch scenario in a third possibility, expansion stops. Gravity takes control. The universe begins to collapse, everything moves inward, galaxies fall together, stars collide, energy increases. Spin would increase again, just like at the beginning. Some scientists believe this could lead to another Big Bang, a new universe, a new beginning. If this is true, spin never ends, it restarts. The universe becomes a cycle, but modern observations suggest something else. Expansion is speeding up, not slowing down. This makes heat death the most likely ending. But even in heat death, stillness does not win. At the smallest scales, motion survives. Quantum physics tells us something strange. Even in complete emptiness, particles appear and disappear. Energy fluctuates. Vacuum is not empty. This means true stillness may be impossible. The universe resists rest. Spin also exists inside atoms. Electrons never stop moving. Their motion defines matter itself. If electrons stopped, atoms would collapse. Matter would disappear. Spin is built into reality. Some physicists believe the universe began spinning because perfect stillness cannot exist. The laws of physics forbid it. This idea is unsettling. It means the universe did not choose motion. It had no other option. Motion is existence. This also changes how humans see themselves. Earth feels stable. Life feels calm, but humans are standing on a spinning planet, orbiting a spinning star, inside a spinning galaxy, inside a moving universe. Humans are not observers of motion. They are part of it. Every heartbeat is motion. Every thought is energy. Life itself depends on spin. Day and night exist because Earth rotates. Seasons exist because Earth tilts while spinning. Climate exists because motion distributes energy. Without spin, Earth would be dead. This makes spin more than a scientific idea. It becomes a philosophical one. The universe is not designed for stillness. It is designed for change. Stars are born spinning. They live spinning. They die spinning. Black holes spin until their final moment. Galaxies carry ancient motion like memory. Spin connects the past, present, and future. It links the birth of the universe to its fate, and yet the greatest mystery remains. What started the first motion? Before the Big Bang, physics breaks. Time may not exist. Cause and effect disappear. There may be no before. Spin may not have started. It may have always existed. Some theories suggest our universe was born from another universe, carrying inherited motion. Others suggest spin is a fundamental property, like space and time. These ideas are not proven, but they show how deep the mystery goes. Science can describe how spin behaves, but not why reality exists at all, and that may be the final truth. The universe spins because it exists. As long as there is something rather than nothing, there will be motion. The story ends where it began, with a simple question. Why is everything spinning? Because stillness is not allowed. Because balance requires motion. Because existence demands change. The universe is not a frozen statue. It is a living process. A never-ending dance of gravity and motion, of collapse and rotation, of birth and decay, and somewhere on a small spinning planet, humans look up at the stars, trying to understand the dance they are already part of. The universe does not stop for answers, it keeps spinning. Silently, endlessly, and perhaps forever. End of documentary, Milky Cyclone Rocket.